Hi everybody, today I have a review of the 1996 Burger King Talking Toy Story 3 set of toys. Um, I think that's just basically what they're called. They're like talking plush toys. I don't think they have an official name for them in specific, but out this was released for the video release of Toy Story in 1996. This was released as a more premium option compared to the normal toys that were released. It was like, I think, a couple 80 cents more, I think. Um, and it shows because these are like really, really, really cool fast food toys. Like some of the best ever made, in my opinion. So I guess I'll just get started. Okay, so first up we have Woody. Um, he has a sculpted hat. This hat is attached to his head; it cannot come off. Um, a bizarre facial expression. Kind of bestowed him the name of Creepy Woody, mainly because his teeth have like, it'll be hard to focus, but they have like actual markings which are kind of just weird looking, along with his odd stare. And then moving down, we have the plush part, along with a felt vest with some printed decals or whatnot. The back, there's no pull string, of course, but if you push his stomach, he speaks. He says, "You're my favorite deputy." So, because these toys are exactly like 25 years old now, they are very hard to find in working condition. I just got super, super freaking lucky with this Woody. Moving down, we have this made of that fuzzy material that I'm not really sure what it's called, but that's like the only fuzzy part of him. I guess I should also mention on the arms, because I didn't really talk about them. You have the Velcro, which is used for something. I did, however, since I bought two of these by accident, I modded my first one. So I removed the Velcro. It looks nicer. And then, of course, you also have the hands, just the molded hands. They can't really rotate or anything, and the printed buttons. Moving down onto the lower part, we have a printed on belt, which just goes to that point. Around here we have his bit, and also movable legs with, at the bottom, molded plastic boots, which make a little rattling noise, which is kind of funny. Yeah, this is the Woody that came with it. Very quality for Burger King toys. Next up is Buzz Lightyear. This is the one that, unfortunately, I opened up the batteries, because you can actually replace the batteries on these guys. But I opened the batteries for him, and they were so badly corroded that, unfortunately, I could not replace them. But all you'd do is you'd push his wing button, and he'd, I think, say to infinity and beyond. And yeah, that's it. And the speaker on the bottom. But he is more of a mixture of plastic than plush. He's got more of a plastic body, side, and then the back has a very simplified jetpack, along with the screw to get into the batteries, with a sticker decal for the actual part itself. Around here we have most of the molding for the buttons, along with a incorrect focus Buzz Lightyear. They did this a lot with the Burger King toys, and a sticker for the logo part of his chest. I forget what it's called. And of course we have the button. On the sides we have an arm, for a plush arm with a Space Ranger decal. and a laser decal on the other arm, and the arm is near identical. And then here we have, of course, the speaker and his pelvis, his hips, whatever. And then we have plush feet that are attached. They are nice and stuffed. They're very, very thickly stuffed, which is quite nice to see. And then we have the bottom part of the boots. There's the full backside, as well as his face. Focus, stupid thing. Which is, mine is kind of tilted to the side. That's something you get with these. A lot of them are kind of iffy with the head molds. And a sticker decal thing for his, and a sticker decal thing for his, shoulders or whatever. So again, a very quality Burger King toy, surprisingly quality. I didn't really like how he looked when I first got him, but now as time has passed, he's kind of grown on me. He's just kind of got a retro 90s look to him, which is kind of cool. Finally, we have RC, which I'm not going to take too much time to talk about, but you can just see you have the spoiler on the back. All of this is stickered, the face on the front, the eyes or whatever, side. These parts for the antenna and the spoiler itself are removable. They come removable in the actual part itself, although it's quite difficult to get them on. And in particular, the spoiler itself is very loose. It will come off quite easily. Side, front, of course. This, I forgot, his front bumper part can actually be pulled out for a specific reason that I'm going to show at the end of the video, which can just pop back in. There is the back of it, very simple, and the bottom, which just has the info about it. And the main play feature for this RC is that basically just rev him up. I'm not going to do it because I don't really want him to run into the wall. But you can just like push him along like this and then drop him down and he'll like drive. So yeah, it's a pretty simple play feature, but I mean for what it is, this is still like a really cool Burger King toy. Just not particularly as cool as the Woody and Buzz that came with them. Okay, and finally we have the final main play feature of this whole thing. So once you buy all three of them, you can put them together and they will attach to each other. So first we have to take Buzz here, who has a hole in his area. But basically I have to remove it, but there is a little peg on top of it, which you can just snugly shove in it. It's kind of very vulgar, but then you can put him back on his little spot at the top. Then you take Woody, which he does not work as well, but you basically just pull out the bumper part here to accommodate for his feet, and just basically attach him there, and the Velcro connects up with Buzz's knee pads, which are like I forget the opposite, it's like the opposite of Velcro, which, yeah, no. So obviously Woody doesn't really stay on that well, but yeah, there you go. So once you have that, you can of course rev them up, and they'll go along. So just some final thoughts on this. Absolutely crazy that this was released as a Burger King toy. I think the initial release for these was along with the meal itself, you would pay about $2.69 for these, I believe. It's just a bit more than the $2 that you'd have to pay for the normal meal. Um, and with inflation and whatnot, that still amounts to around $4 and like 50 cents, which again really isn't that bad when you're considering not only are you paying for a decently large talking plush toy or a large-ish RC car toy, but you're also getting a burger or chicken nuggets, a drink, and fries. So like, yeah, no, it's kind of crazy that this was released as it were, and I think these were kind of super really popular. But yeah, really great toys. Surprising that they are Burger King toys of all things. And yeah, that's it. I should also mention the instruction booklet, which is quite nice for what it is. I did actually scan it into my printer, and hopefully what you're seeing now is the high quality images. Also to mention, the instruction manual is actually pretty detailed for what it is, which I mean makes sense because these are like talking toys that need batteries replaced and whatnot, and it also labels the assembly and whatnot, which is cool. But yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe or whatever, and I'll see you later.